When I was 16, I worked in a small village supermarket. It was my first real job, the kind where you learn responsibility, routines, and how to deal with people. At that age, I thought I had a pretty good sense of what felt normal and what didn't. There was one customer who didn't. He was in his late 20s, maybe early 30s, and he came in regularly. At first, it was just long looks, then comments. He would stand near my checkout longer than necessary, watching me work. Eventually, he started telling me I was his type, and that he'd really like to take me out sometime. I told him no. Politely at first, then more firmly. One day he handed me his business card. I didn't even look at it. I threw it away as soon as I could. I'd already been in a relationship with someone much older than me, and I knew I wasn't about to put myself in that position again. Not long after that, I saw him in town. I was walking with a friend when I noticed him approaching from the opposite direction. He was with a woman who appeared to be his wife. They were wearing rings, laughing, clearly together. As soon as he realized I was there, he locked eyes with me and suddenly became overly flirtatious with her, almost performative. It felt deliberate. I rolled my eyes and kept walking. As we passed, I could feel him watching me. I didn't look back. After that, he came back into the shop a few more times. By then, I had told my coworkers about him. Whenever he showed up, I was allowed to move into a staff-only area. Eventually, he stopped coming altogether. I thought that was the end of it. About a year later, I was married and working in the city. My shifts started very early, which meant leaving home before sunrise. I walked to work every morning, about 30 minutes, along a route I knew well. It was quieter, away from main roads, passing through residential streets. One morning, just as dawn was beginning to break, I was walking past a parked car when the door suddenly opened. A hand grabbed my wrist. I turned and instantly recognized him. He pulled at me, trying to force me toward the back seat. I resisted and started shouting for help. I could see movement in nearby houses, curtains shifting, lights flickering. But no one came outside. No one intervened. In that moment, one thought cut through everything else. If I get into that car, this will not end well. I don't remember every detail clearly. Shock has a way of blurring time. I remember fighting to stay upright. I remember anger. Not fear, but anger, fueling me. I remember doing whatever I could to break free. Somehow I did. I pulled away, broke his grip, and ran. I didn't go home. Work was closer, so I ran there instead. I was shaking, barely able to think, completely numb. I didn't tell anyone what had happened. I just clocked in and started working, pretending everything was normal. A few hours later, one of the assistant managers arrived. He noticed immediately that something was wrong. I was usually talkative, upbeat. That day I was silent. When he came over to check on me, he saw the bruises on my arm and neck. That's when it hit me. I was safe. I broke down completely, not quietly, not gracefully, just overwhelming relief, crashing into reality all at once. He wanted to call the police. He wanted to drive me home. I said no. At that moment, all I could think about was the fact that people had seen something happening and chose not to help. I did accept one thing, a quiet place to sit until I could breathe again. For a long time, I minimized what happened. I told myself it wasn't that bad, that I should just move on. But looking back now, I understand how dangerous that situation really was and how it started with behavior that was brushed off as just uncomfortable. I'm sharing this because sometimes the warning signs don't look dramatic at first. They look like someone watching too long, saying things they shouldn't, ignoring boundaries. If something feels wrong, it matters. And if you've ever felt that instinct telling you to pay attention? Listen to it.